This industry can really be polarizing. I mean, it really can be. And you can either love or hate it. You can actually feel both at the same time, which is pretty interesting. There are aspects of this job I absolutely love. And at the same time, I'm like, oh, I got to do another market analysis. And I don't know why that's the big kicker for me, but that is one that I don't love at all. But let's not talk about my choices at this point. Aspen, you're going to kick us off today. Let's start with something you love about this industry or this business or real estate in general.
I love that if you want to do something differently, if you have an idea, you can try it. You're your own boss. You could try different ideas that might work. I remember I was working at a dental office and I was like, we should try this. And I was doing reception front desk and they were like, okay, no, thank you. They were not open to the feedback and ideas. So I really like being able to just like try anything you want. And I really like working with different clients. I like that it's different every day. There's more I like than dislike about this job, for sure.
So you love the flexibility of being able to so in your business, if you want to pivot and you want to try something new,
yeah,
you're trying it.
Yeah. Let's just try it and see if it works. And if it doesn't work, then that's fine.
Entrepreneur in you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, you can express that a lot more than when you're working a 9-to-5 for someone.
Yeah. They just want to do their job and be, consistent. And I'm like, this is a job where you can really try different things and experiment. And I like that.
You can shine if you want to.
Yeah. Or you can take a step back if you want a little bit more of a break.
Yeah. Or you can fail miserably and
that's fine too.
Yeah. You stand up and dust yourself off and go, okay, we're going to try something different, right? I mean, I really see failing as part of the process.
The worst thing you're going to lose is time and money. If you're just trying something with your job, it's not that serious. Yeah. You might just lose a little bit of money and time.
Aren't those the most two valuable things we have is time and money?
You're not going to lose, you probably shouldn't lose your house over it. You know what I mean? The time wise, sure, but it's time that you'd be working anyways. I'm not talking about family time,
right? But I know what you mean. You could try new marketing ideas. You could try new ways of dealing with people. You could try some new classes that teach you better skills.
So you lose a few $1,000s. Yeah. That's fine.
And a little bit of time.
But you still learn something.
Yeah. And you probably learned what works and doesn't work and you're going to do it differently next time.
Yeah.
I like that.
I love that too. That's a great point. The versatility, to be able to pivot and go, I'm going to try something totally different, totally unique. Now, what do you hate? Hate's a strong word. What do you hate or strongly dislike? What your preference on that?
I hate relocations.
Yeah.
I do.
Don't we all?
You're doing triple the work for half the money.
Yeah.
And you have to do everything on there. It just takes so much longer.
And they tell you what to do every step of the way. And they tell you what to do. And you're giving them the same information they're asking for, but they don't want it on your forms. They want you to take it from your form and individually fill it out. And you have to do that every week. And it's just a lot more and I get why it's really appealing for sellers and for buyers to do it. But gosh, on the buy side, I actually don't mind. I don't mind a relocation buyer. Yeah. But on the sell side, you're just losing so much income. But I can see why it's really appealing for sellers.
It's all busy work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like the relocation companies trying to show value to the client, but it's through your work.
Yeah.
We're going to make them do a bunch of extra stuff that they don't have to do just to show you that we've earned our money.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing.
Well, and the heartburn I have is these are my clients. These are my clients I've worked with. I'm doing a reload right now and I love my clients. They're wonderful. I have no doubt that they chose to do the reload because it's going to benefit them. And I'm excited for them for that.
Yeah. The moving costs, the closing costs, that they'll pay appraisal price. There's a lot of pros to it.
But they've been my clients for 10 years.
I think that's also my press is I've never just gotten a relocation referral. It's always been my clients. They were already my clients. I'd been working with them before.
Yeah.
And then their job offered a relocation. And
relocation gets all the glory, right? I mean, they think, well, this was a great thing. They provided all this stuff for them. No, we did.
Yeah, we paid for it.
Yeah, they made us pay for that.
I'd rather just pay them a little bit. Do it.
Right.
Yeah. Let me do what I need to do. And you have to do it on your forms and I'll pay a referral fee.
Yep. Exactly.
But it's kind of insult to injury when you have to pay them a big chunk, bigger than normal.
Yeah.
And then you have to do it on their forms and then they're squawking at you all the time that you didn't give them a weekly update on the marketing. You're like, look, I'm going to get this done. Just, work with me on it. But the pain point though, is when you have to go put utilities in your name. And then ask for, have you done that yet?
I have not.
Oh, so some of the reloads, you got to go put the utilities in your name if it goes vacant, and then pay the utility bill. So you got to pay the deposit, put the utilities in your name, and then submit a request and say, can you pay me back on this? And you have to keep accounting of all of it.
Yeah, I have not done that.
I found one where they wanted the as-is price, the repaired price, and then they go, okay, we're going to go with the repaired price, so do the repairs, and when it sells, we'll pay you back.
Yeah.
I was like, no,
Yeah.
not doing that.
So
No,
now you're a
thanks.
general contractor.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah. So now you're a general contractor. Now you're paying all the extras. So that's a good one. That's a
Yeah.
good one. I hate reloads.
I really do. I'll do them,
Yeah.
but begrudgingly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. But I love my clients.
Yeah.
Just don't like the reloads. But it's a tool that they use, and we understand that. Shannon, what do you love about your job, your industry, real estate in general?
Well,
Me.
just coming to work
just
with you every day, then that's gift enough, really.
We're starting with the likes, though.
I would say, I mean, I'm with you. I love the freedom. I love the freedom of real estate. But I think more than that, what I really like is I love first-time home buyers. I know that they can be a little nutty and they don't know what to do, but they're usually pretty compliant. They're excited.
They're excited.
Yeah. And there is nothing like showing somebody that they went from, renting to owning their own home. And that is, as corny as it sounds, it's really satisfying.
Yeah.
It's really satisfying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love working with first-time home buyers. It's probably one of my favorite things. They never buy the $600,000 house, and that's okay. They sometimes take a little bit more work and a little more explaining and talking to. That's okay. Yeah. But I think that's the most rewarding thing.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of reinvigorates you, doesn't it?
It does.
After,
Gets you excited.
Yeah. I mean, we all
Yeah.
kind of get numb to it, because we do it so much. It's day to day.
They're just transactions. They're transactions. This is what we're doing. But I don't know.
Yeah, there's not much
something-
exciting about a commercial deal for the most part. No. Very rarely, unless it's like they're opening a new business, but that's normally not.
Yeah.
Right.
And you
Normally
get,
not what it
you
is.
get a discount on the ice cream.
Yeah, exactly. Then,
Right.
Then we're all excited.
Really
Yeah.
pumped. Yeah. Well, that's a good one. I like that. So have you had any experiences lately with first-time home buyers that makes you think of that?
Yeah, I'm actually going to, we're closing one. So it was supposed to be today, but it was a mail out. So it'll happen tomorrow. Yeah. Super cute, young family. They've got 2 kids, one on the way. And, they rent, and they looked in, maybe about 9 months ago into buying, called me on just a cold call and talked to them a little bit. And they decided, maybe we're not too ready for it. Then found out they have a 3rd baby on the way and said, maybe we need to either re-rent something or buy something. And it's been super smooth. And they just keep saying how they're so excited to move and they can't believe that they're going to buy a house, and I mean, basically they're going to buy a really nice place for their family for what they would be moving into a larger rental for.
That's what a lot of first-time home buyers don't understand. It's the same price as a new rental.
Yeah.
Nowadays, rentals require so much down.
Yeah.
It's about the same price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah. We just closed one too with another young couple. And I mean, we went out there. They could not wait to see the under contract sign on the house. And once they did, the other realtor texted me. So we ran out there and we took pictures in front of it. And, it was a good reminder of how real estate can change your life and how accomplished they felt. They're like, we did this, and they kept thanking me. And I said, no, I helped with a little bit part of the process, but you need to really give yourself
They did all the
some
work.
grace and give yourself some credit. You couldn't have done this if you wouldn't have made the decisions, first of all, to act, but second of all, to really get yourself in a position to do it. It was great. I do love that, Shannon. That's awesome.
Well, like I said, so much of this is transactional for us. We're doing a lot of just background stuff all the time. But when you actually get the emotions in there of somebody who's really seeing something life-changing, this is going to be their biggest wealth builder. This is going to be where they're going to spend Christmases, bring their new babies home to, that gives you different feels than a big commission check or, I made top sales or anything like that. That's always the best feeling.
Yeah.
It's just feeling like you changed somebody.
Yeah.
I like
love
that.
I love that.